Welcome to the product overview of EUA, Upgrade Automation, and EUA Package Creator. The purpose of the EUA EPO extension is to help you automatically migrate systems with legacy products to your chosen McAfee Endpoint Security version and to automatically upgrade systems with McAfee Endpoint Security to a later version of McAfee Endpoint Security. With a single deployment, the Upgrade Automation package will automatically migrate endpoints to your selected version of ENS by removing legacy products or upgrading ENS. It can also upgrade McAfee Agent and DLP and install DXL, MAR, and ENS Adaptive Threat Prevention. Based on your selection, Upgrade Automation will either keep ENS compatible versions of McAfee products or upgrade them to the recommended version. After installing the extension, the Upgrade Automation package is checked into all three EPO branches. EUA can be found under the software section of the main EPO drop-down menu. Once EUA is launched, you can select the ENS version you wish to migrate to. We will then analyze your environment for readiness to migrate to this version of ENS. The system tree allows you to select a subset of your environment. This can reduce the time required to perform the assessment, which can take a few minutes depending on the size of the EPO database and number of endpoints being analyzed. If you wish to check operating system compatibility, please select the Check McAfee Product Compatibility link. After the analysis completes, the first thing you will see is the Environment Overview table and the corresponding pie chart. The Environment Overview table categorizes all endpoints in the selected environment. Upgrade Complete contains systems that have your selected version of ENS installed. Ready to Upgrade contains systems that can run Upgrade Automation to install ENS. Requires Product Upgrades contains systems that must be upgraded to make them applicable for Upgrade Automation. Blocked from upgrading contains systems that cannot have ENS installed. It is possible to hide the unmanaged systems from the table and pie chart by unchecking the Include Unmanaged Systems checkbox. EUA divides the migration process into 3 steps identified by the Overview, Prepare, and Deploy and Track tabs. On the Overview tab, we show the systems in the selected environment divided into 3 tables. The first table shows the Ready for Upgrade Automation category. This table shows all systems which can be upgraded immediately using Upgrade Automation. This category includes systems that have legacy products and older versions of ENS. The More Info link provides more information about this category, as well as giving the user the ability to tag and export the details of these systems. By clicking the Product Versions link, you can view a breakdown of McAfee products by version. It is recommended that you install the latest versions of McAfee products to have the most up-to-date security solution. However, you can elect to remain on compatible versions of McAfee Agent using the checkboxes at the top of the table. The second table is the Requires Products Upgrade table. Here we show you the systems which require some manual tasks to be performed to be eligible for Upgrade Automation. By clicking the More Info link, you can view the steps required to complete these manual tasks, as well as view and tag the collection of systems for each task in order to provide an easier workflow. You can view product details for these systems by clicking the Product Versions link. Finally, we have the Blocked from Upgrading table. This table shows all the systems in the selected environment which do not meet the criteria for ENS migration. There are 3 categories: unmanaged systems, incompatible systems, and currently excluded systems. Endpoints fall into these categories due to either the absence of McAfee Agent on the endpoint, hardware incompatibility issues such as disk space or operating system, or the presence of additional McAfee products that are not yet supported by EUA. We also provide the ability to tag or export the system details. After making changes to the endpoints, you should use the Reanalyze Environment button to refresh the tabs to reflect these changes. If you want to go back to the start page of EUA, then click the Start Over button. The Prepare tab lists software packages and their versions that are required by Upgrade Automation. This tab also draws your attention to the important fact that you must perform ENS and DLP policy migration before executing Upgrade Automation. You can choose which branch you want to deploy the Upgrade Automation package from by using the View Branch drop-down menu. As part of the migration process, Upgrade Automation will download all its required packages from this branch. If you don't want to install the web control, firewall, or adaptive threat prevention modules, select the Do Not Install option. For DLP, DXL, and MAR, you can decide which versions to install by selecting from the dropdown. The dropdown only shows versions that are available in your selected EPO branch. If you don't want to upgrade DLP or install DXL and MAR, then you can select Do Not Install. If you select this option and have the endpoints with product versions that are not compatible with ENS, then this will be highlighted in red. Inconsistencies are highlighted in red and show products that require your attention before proceeding with an upgrade. After checking in the recommended version, click the Refresh button, which refreshes information only on the Prepare tab without fully reanalyzing your selected environment. You can deploy the upgrade automation package from outside the EUA extension using the standard Epo Deployment method. We recommend you use the Overview and Prepare tab to make the appropriate choices and ensure you have all the required packages, and then use the Copy Command Line button to get the required command line options for your deployment. The Deploy and Track page contains two tables. The Upgrade Automation table displays the number of systems which can be upgraded using Upgrade Automation and allows you to create individual deployment tasks to target only systems with existing versions of Endpoint Security, only systems with legacy products, or all the systems eligible for Upgrade Automation. The second table displays the deployment status of any Upgrade Automation deployment tasks created using EUA. To create a deployment task that will automatically migrate or update endpoints to ENS, click the Create Deployment Task button. The Create Deployment Task page shows you the branch that you're going to deploy from and EUA product options that you have selected. By default, all endpoints that are applicable for Upgrade Automation are selected in the System table. If you wish to execute Upgrade Automation on a subset of endpoints, you can do the following. Change the system type selection or select endpoints individually. Before saving the task, you must acknowledge that you have completed the migration of legacy custom policies and client tasks. On clicking the Save button, you will be presented with a summary of the Upgrade Automation actions. To proceed with the deployment, click OK. Note, you can also deploy the Upgrade Automation package outside of the EUA EPO extension using the standard EPO deployment methods. For this, you need to select the Upgrade Automation package and enter the appropriate command line options. When the deployment starts to execute, Upgrade Automation prepares the endpoint, handles legacy products if required, and proceeds with the upgrade and installation of the chosen products. At this point, the selected version of ENS has been installed and the status of the deployment is reported to the McAfee EPO server. To track the status of Upgrade Automation, you can use the Deploy and Track tab. For customers who don't use EPO for deployment purposes but want to take advantage of Upgrade Automation to migrate to ENS, we have created the EUA Package Creator. As well as automatically migrating your endpoints to ENS, EUA Package Creator allows you to migrate McAfee Agent from one EPO server to another as part of the same deployment. The following steps are required to create a deployment package. First, select the ENS installers and configure the installation. The ENS installer zip file for platform, threat prevention, web control, and firewall can be downloaded either from the McAfee download page or from the software manager. All ENS components are installed by default. If you wish to install the optional web control and firewall components, then deselect the appropriate option. The optional ENS Adaptive Threat Prevention installer zip file can be downloaded either from the McAfee download page or from the software manager. If you don't wish to install Adaptive Threat Prevention, do not select the installer. Next, select the McAfee Agent Installer and review the configuration options. The Agent Installer frame package has to be generated by the EPO server that you wish your endpoint to communicate with after the migration process. If you are upgrading DLP or installing DXL and MAR as part of the deployment, you need to locate the ENS compatible installers. The required versions are displayed. The next screen allows you to decide on your deployment method. You can create a package that can be deployed with third-party tools such as SCCM or BigFix. Alternatively, you can create a package that can be deployed from McAfee EPO. The main use case for creating a McAfee EPO deployable package is if you wish to migrate endpoints to a new EPO server while also upgrading them to ENS. Provide the name and location of the EUA package that will be created. Sysprep is a standalone tool that is designed to handle third-party injectors by adding them to the McAfee Trusted Store to ensure that endpoint security and these injectors can work together. A version of Sysprep is packaged with EUA, but if you want to use a newer version, you can select it here. There are certain scenarios where Sysprep returns a failure, example, an unknown third-party DLL injector is found. Because most injectors do not cause a problem, and the main injectors that did are now handled by Sysprep, the default EUA functionality is to proceed with the execution. Administrators can choose to exit on Sysprep failures by selecting the Exit on DLL Injector command line option. For added robustness, Upgrade Automation has implemented several additional retry attempts around the ENS installation process, and these happen automatically as required. If these attempts fail and the command line retry after reboot is supplied, Upgrade Automation will make an additional attempt to install ENS after a reboot has occurred. By default, Upgrade Automation exits if the battery level of a device is less than 20%. To disable this check, use the Ignore Battery Level command line option. These command line options are also applicable for Epo deployments. The summary dialog displays all options that you have selected. Click the Create button to start the package creation process. Depending on the choice you have made, the resulting package can be checked into your third-party repository or EPO, ready for deployment. For more detailed information, please refer to the online product guide located at docs.macv.com. This concludes the Endpoint Upgrade Assistant, Upgrade Automation, and EUA Package Creator demonstration. Thank you for your time.